This whole thing with this show is talking about fancy people culture. One thing you might not have known, if you done and forgot, is that mummies hit for them.
Yeah, mummies very much hit for them.
They did a lot of shit with
did.
mummies.
Like, going into this, I 100% thought that, like, mummies was just like, yeah, they're in a pyramid, and then sometimes Indiana Jones would find them.
And
then
they'd levy a curse.
Yeah, but
and
like,
kill somebody with beetles.
I had no idea the nuances in the mummy culture.
How much mummies permeated fancy people culture, but they did.
Yeah, and just how many uses there are with mummies. Because
you can do so much stuff with mummies.
I know, and again, I, for one, was under the impression it was mainly beetle curses.
That's not the only things we talked about.
Well, we talked about how much we love horrors.
Yes.
We talked about mummies and their beetle curses.
Yes, and we've covered that. We
else
also had the first rendition of History with Professor Cho, this man here, on the most appropriate subject for Professor Cho to cover, which is what?
King Henry VIII.
Henry VIII.
One of the OG fattest bastards to ever rule. Somebody who
laid the groundwork for you and your people and what you do.
Without a doubt. I would like to let everybody know, I know this is not going to shock pretty much anybody out there who at least is a little bit familiar with me. This is kind of the first time I've ever researched pert near anything.
Anything.
I've really taken myself to college.
Somebody had to do it.
I did a deep dive on Henry VIII, found out a lot about this man's upbringing, a lot about his reign, and, you know, we get into some of the more murdery aspects, maybe, of Henry VIII.
Murdery, hoary aspect.
He laid the groundwork for what we now know is pretty much a caricature of what a king is.
Also told the church to go f*** itself.
He sure did. And like,
before then, making his own church was also don't help.
No, it doesn't. But
you know,
I was like, I thought I could only love you so much.
Right.
And then he told the church to go f*** themselves, and I was just like, you know. So yeah, he was a very, I would say, complicated figure in history. And to me, just, you know, this was the first time I ever took notes. So you are going to get to experience that firsthand.
Cho notes with Professor Cho.
Yeah, that's it. Never went to college, but I'm about to take you to it.
Skew on this episode of Puttin On Airs.
Puttin On Airs. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends. Skew.
April 1st, y'all, Puttin On Airs. It's happening. Skew.